everybody, welcome back. My name is Bridget, or my name is Keebs. As you can see, I am dressed in exercise attire. So we're getting very, very close to what we're actually going for here. Again, I just want to reiterate that if you pay attention over here, I have some stuff on a cart, the supplements that I have to take, as well as the protein powder, collagen, peptide powder, super greens. Even have one right here, added coffee for added energy. And again, I reiterate, milk thistle, no matter what you're doing for liver health. You can find all these different things at your local GNC, health food store, supplement store, or even Walmart and Sam's Club. So product placement, yeah. Anyway, as you can see, I've got things set up, and I've got my Hogwarts in the back, but I've got everything set up, got some weights, got some leg weights, got a rubber band, resistance band for added help, and I've got literature. Got self-help book that my sister got me for Christmas, which is really awesome. You can find it at Amazon.com. It is called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. And it's actually a really good read. If you're ever feeling like you're not that awesome and you're telling yourself you're not that awesome and that you need this, that, and the other, and you feel like you're holding yourself back, this is a good read. It doesn't matter what kind of religious affiliation you have, very good read. Okay. Another thing that you can use if you have anxiety, any kind of anxiety, you can find a little book. It's the Little Ways to Help Keep Calm and Carry On. It's 20 lessons for managing anxiety and stress and so forth and so on. So it really is self-help, helps you out a lot. I have anxiety and depression, so this really does help. Another thing, if you're really big into spiritualism and energies and chakras, there's another little book you can get. You can get all these titles on Amazon.com. You can get them either paperback like I have, or you can download them a digital copy for your Kindle Fire or any kind of tablet that you have. Very good reads for different things. Also, if you're somebody who likes to meditate or do devotions or things like that, and you don't mind exploring different religions, and you're not Christian, this is a good one if you want to learn like love languages. It's the 1 minute devotional for 1 year love language, and every devotion is 1 day out of the year, and it explains something, gives you an example in scripture. So very good read. You can find that on Amazon.com. So anyway, now we get on to this. This is my fitness Bible. You will see me referencing it a lot as we go through this. My daughter did the artwork on the front, and I put it in there because I love it. It's got different things, different resources that I've gotten offline. Bodybuilding.com is your friend. Don't let the name scare you if you're a female. Bodybuilding.com is a good place for you. It will be your friend. If you want to put one together like I did for yourself as you go along, you can actually divide it up into goals, rules, nutrition, information, workout lists, workout schedules, and you can put all the information in there and even have diagrams. The way that I manage my weight loss is I actually use a Fitbit most of the time. Right now it's on the charge. But I use the Fitbit, I use the Fitbit app, and I use the Lose It app, which is the little orange app. You can download it off Google Play, the Apple Store, or even Amazon's website. You can download the app as well, any of them. And it actually helps you keep up with your steps, your activity, how many calories you possibly burned with a certain amount of activity for a certain amount of minutes. Measures your heart rate. It also is a calorie counter if you want to log your food. And with certain aspects of each app, you can actually log your water intake. So it's a really cool thing to use. It helps. You can also do the paper log like I showed you, or like I have in here, where you just log your calorie intake just based off of the nutritional charts and information off your food. If you don't want to do it that way and you want to do it digitally, you can. Hard copies are cool too. I have a pencil in there. This is old school because I started this out before the era of apps. And we didn't really use a computer a lot except for information purposes back when, well, I didn't. A lot of other people did other things. But no, this is really good. One thing that you definitely want to pay attention to is when you're taking and keeping track of your weight and everything, you want to do measurements. So you want to get a seamstress measurement tape at your local craft store, Hobby Lobby, sewing section. That seamstress measuring tape is going to be your friend because you're going to do your measurements like you would if you were making a dress or if you were at a clothing shop and they were making you a fitted outfit. This will help you keep track of how much you've lost accurately. Don't want to necessarily go by the scale, especially if you're doing a lot of weight training and you're doing resistance training, because that's going to build muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat, so you want to focus on that as being your thing. You're concerned with inches lost, not pounds, because pounds can be misleading if you're not doing the right thing. And your goal, whether you like it or not, should be about 2 to 5 pounds. At the most, 5 pounds is pushing it, but you should be able to lose 2 to 5 pounds every week and a half or every week, depending on where you're going. Best way to maintain a healthy weight loss is a slow loss. I know we want quick results in this day and age because everybody's like, let's do it fast, let's do it fast, let's do it fast. But that can cause health problems in the long term. It can affect your gallbladder, it can affect your liver, it can affect your heart. Losing weight rapidly. It can also affect bones, teeth, and other organs and systems in your body to lose weight rapidly. You don't want to do that. You also do not want to go under a certain amount of calories per day because that will put your body in what they call starvation mode. And unfortunately for a lot of people, what people don't understand is starvation mode at first will cause you to lose weight rapidly. Bum, bum, bum. But here's the kicker. Here is the kicker. Even though it will cause you to drop weight rapidly at first, at some point your body's metabolism will actually slow down when you go into starvation mode. Do you know why? Because at some point your body goes, hey, I need to survive. And your biology will make you survive, whether you want to or not. So guess what that means for all this? All this fat and everything that's on you. It will stay. First it'll look like it's shed off, and then once you go into starvation mode and your body decides, hey, I'm dying, your metabolism will slow down. Just so it can survive. It's a natural biological thing that every human being and animal does. Our bodies will try to maintain a certain level of fat in order to prevent us from dying of starvation at some point. That's what fat stores are. They're reserves for if we hit a rough patch and are unable to eat. It is biologically what they're supposed to do. They're there for that purpose, survival. So when you kickstart a fasting program, what you're actually doing is for a few minute seconds, you're causing your body to go into a survival, I've got to burn this energy because it's extra. But if you don't keep a certain amount of calories constantly coming in and slowly burning off the excess, if you hit a starvation point, your body will try to go into survival mode, which means you're not going to burn any fat. Your body's going to hold on to it and it's going to hang on to it for good. And as you get older, your metabolism will slow down. So you want to try to do this in a healthy way. You want to sit there and keep your activity levels up. You want to watch and maintain what you're eating. Because despite what everybody says, eating certain foods will actually help boost the fat burn process. There are supplements that you can take, but again, you definitely want to talk to your you want to talk to your doctor, healthcare provider, and all of that before you start any kind of diet program. You want to make sure to have a physical done to make sure that you are physically capable of doing the activity level that you need to do safely for your heart, lungs, and entire body. You don't want to hurt yourself Because your goal in all of this program is not harm and not to limit your potential physically, spiritually, or mentally. It is to actually boost all of that and make yourself the healthiest you've ever been. So that's your end goal, is to better yourself instead of harming yourself to where you can't. So we want to be responsible with this. Always want to stay hydrated. Not only is the hydration going to be good for flushing toxins out of your system while you're doing this, it will also help with skin, organs. They're going to be doing a lot better. Plus, if you're sitting there doing a lot of activity and exercise during this time, it's going to cause you to sweat. So you're going to need to stay hydrated, because dehydration will put you in the hospital quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we don't want to get dehydrated. So, what we're going to start doing here in the next few weeks is I'm going to start doing different exercise routines with you guys here at my house to kind of show you what you can do when you're here, give you some examples of different things that you can do. My camera person is just all willy-nilly.
Sorry.
Anyway, sorry if you got motion sick. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to go through the different things that you can do at home, even with kids. So we'll go through different makeshift exercise equipment, show you proper form. We'll help you get into the process of doing this. And hopefully you'll be able to give me any kind of feedback for it. Again, if anybody is interested in making a donation so that we can keep the supplements going and we can see how well this keeps hitting and everything, a little bit of a boost doesn't hurt. But if anybody wants to make any donations, the link to my PayPal is actually in the description, as well as if you go to my Instagram, which is Dr. Who Mushroom Mama Instagram. The link is in the bio. So if you would, well, actually the link to this is in the bio. I need to put the link to the PayPal in the bio. But yeah, anyway. Don't give me that look.
You get that look.
Anyway, but just let me know what you guys think. Well, I'm only looking for positive feedback. I know we're going to have trolls realistically, but I'm really hoping that you guys can help me get this thing going, because as you can see, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not very skinny. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, but you're not skinny. How do you know so much about fitness? Well, at some point I was skinny, and, well, not skinny, but I was about 130 pounds, 120 pounds at my lightest. But I do not consider myself to have been fat when I was that size. I consider myself to have been very active lifestyle, eating very balanced diet, drinking a lot of water, and just gunning it for self-betterment. Now, life did happen. I got out of certain habits, and I ended up having kids and gaining some weight. So, I mean, it happens to everybody. So I feel like, you know, you can sit there and watch all the fitness gurus that have already lost all the weight, or you can sit there and watch somebody who's actually trying to lose the weight with you instead of trying to maintain their weight while you lose. I know that can be a little discouraging, because to me it's like, oh, well, you've already lost it, and so of course you can move like this because you've been doing it for a while. And it kind of gets disheartening when you see somebody famous who's famous for their workout regimens. They make millions of dollars each year by you purchasing their DVDs, downloading apps, and doing all this stuff, and using streaming services to get their workout videos. And you know, you're buying all their products, their water bottles, the protein they recommend, and all this kind of stuff, but they're already there. They've accomplished and pushed themselves to that point. Whereas this forum, I'm not that fitness guru. I mean, I'm really not. I'm just an everyday mom and Sally like you guys. So, I mean, if you're trying to lose a substantial amount of weight, cool, let's work together. If you're trying to lose a little bit of weight, awesome, let's work together. I can promise you, because I have dated a bodybuilder in the past, that I do know my stuff. I mean, this is collective information from the time I was 16. I am 35 this Friday. So that right there should tell you this is a lifetime of undocumented professionalism. Have I lived the example? No. Why? Life happened. Some people are not like the professional bodybuilders. This is not a career for them. So they don't focus solely on fitness and health. And that's how I was. I didn't focus on solely my fitness and health. I wanted to go out and enjoy my life and do different things because that was not my career focus. My career focus was different, which everybody is different. You may have been kind of, I don't know, bigger than everybody else when you were in high school. I was. My senior year, I was considered the biggest girl in high school, except for maybe 2 other people. Everybody else was like this, both my arms put together. And then there was me, 130 pounds, and all these other girls are like 95 pounds, 85 pounds, and I'm like 100 and some pounds, like 120. Like, I ate another girl. Like, I was one of them, and then I ate her, and then now I'm this big. So I was a bigger girl as well. And it was really it hit my self-esteem. And it really messed with me because I was always like, oh God, I'm a fat girl. Oh God, I'm a chubby girl. Oh God, my weight. Because all I saw were these fit, toned bodies in 17 magazine, Cosmo, all this stuff. And there was this ideal of what was considered beautiful even then. And today it's no different. People are just a little bit more curvy, apparently, when it comes to the beauty standard. But with that being said, this is just to help you show off what your body is naturally supposed to look like for you as an individual. This is stuff that I'm doing for myself. If you want to follow along and do some of this stuff with me because you're a mom and you are trying and you've been trying, or you're somebody's sister who is a fur mommy who doesn't have human kids, and you've got a little bit of time during the week and you just feel a little like, oh goodness, I'm a little chubbier than I'd like to be. I still think I'm gorgeous. I'm a little chubbier than I'd like to be, but I'd like to tone up a little bit. Then just follow along with me and we'll work together. You and me, we'll be a team. Keebs and you, always. But with all of this being said, I'm actually going to end the video today. We'll do the exercises and everything later this week. I'll go ahead and record some of those videos this afternoon, and I'll be posting them
And
give
us a big thumbs up.
But again, please, if you want to see any kind of beauty regimen, anything like that, just let me know in the comments. Message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll try to get everything together that I can for you guys. I'll even do product recommendations. So, again, if you want me to try anything and you feel like donating, please, my PayPal is very, very available. I'll talk to you guys later.
No, not yet.
And be healthy.